Moscow, Russia and Jordan reaffirmed their partnership today as Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov welcomed his Jordanian counterpart, Ayman Safadi, for high-level talks in the Russian capital. The meeting, held at a moment of heightened Middle East tensions, carried both symbolic and practical weight, with Gaza emerging as the dominant issue. For Lavrov, the encounter offered Moscow another opportunity to underline its diplomatic reach at a time when Russia faces international scrutiny over its actions in Ukraine. Standing alongside Safadi, Lavrov emphasized the regular consultations between the two governments, calling them essential given the volatile state of global affairs and particularly the Middle East. Russia has long sought to position itself as a stabilizing power, countering Western influence and offering its own platform for dialogue. Safadi, in turn, brought both optimism and urgency to the table. He hailed the signing of a visa exemption agreement as a concrete step forward in relations, one that would ease travel, enhance business opportunities, and strengthen cultural exchange. Yet his tone sharpened when addressing Gaza. Safadi described the ongoing Israeli campaign as one of massacres and starvation, urging immediate action to end what Jordan has labelled a humanitarian disaster. Diplomatic observers note the balancing act Safadi faces. Jordan remains a strategic ally of the United States and a key partner in the region, yet Ayman has grown increasingly outspoken against Israeli military operations and Western hesitancy to act. Engaging Moscow allows Jordan to amplify its message while demonstrating diplomatic independence. For Lavrov, the meeting also carried wider geopolitical meaning. Russia continues to court Arab states as part of its strategy to maintain relevance in the Middle East. From Syria to Palestine, Moscow portrays itself as sympathetic to Arab concerns, contrasting its approach with what it calls Western double standards. As talks progressed, the ministers addressed not only the war in Gaza, but also broader themes of cooperation, trade, investment, and regional security. The visa exemption, though modest, symbolizes a desire for deeper people-to-people ties. For Jordan, this is about broadening partnerships. For Russia, it is about breaking through the diplomatic isolation it faces on the global stage. Gaza, however, remained the defining theme of the day. Safadi's language was unusually direct, describing the crisis in stark humanitarian terms. Jordan, home to millions of Palestinian refugees, has long carried the political weight of the conflict. Today's meeting allowed Ayman to push its call for ceasefire and relief onto another international platform, while Moscow amplified those concerns in its own bid to showcase solidarity with the Arab world. Analysts say the encounter reflects more than goodwill. It illustrates how the Gaza conflict has reshaped regional diplomacy, forcing states to recalibrate their alliances and diplomatic channels. For Jordan, maintaining balance between Washington and Moscow will be delicate. For Russia, partnerships like this reinforce its image as an indispensable actor in the Middle East. The meeting concluded with pledges of continued dialogue and cooperation, but also with lingering questions. Can Moscow and Ayman move from statements to action? And will the world heed the urgent calls to end Gaza's suffering? For now, what is clear is that Jordan and Russia are determined to keep pressing their case.
Not very big delegation. Anyway, we can usefully see what we are doing bilaterally.
Massacres and starvation, and that it is creating the complete.
Very happy to welcome you in Moscow. We keep regular contacts personally and over the phone. Our deputies, our assistants in the ministries are in very close exchange of opinions, and the situation in the world, especially in the Middle East, does require a regular touching base with each other, and we highly appreciate.
I look forward today to signing the visa exemption agreement, which is again reflective of the good pace at which our relations are moving forward. This will allow for more people-to-people contact and more trade and more business, and that's something that a common objective for both of us. I also, my friend, look forward to discussing with you the regional situation, particularly the efforts to end the aggression on Gaza and the massacres and starvation and